After opening his season last weekend at the Texas Relays in the 4x4 and the 4x1, Joseph Fanbulleh was back this weekend to compete in just the recently concluded Florida Relays. As always, like the video, subscribe, and let's get into the recap of how the meet went. Starting off with day one of the Florida Relays, we got to see him in the 200 meters, and we seen Randolph Ross, Boling. Like, this was a pretty much stacked heat. And seeing that this was the first time that these people lined up this outdoor season, it was a really anticipated race, as there wasn't really no favorite. Because Matthew Boling, we knew he could run fast, 23, 24. We know Joseph Fanbulleh, he could also run that. Randolph Ross got the endurance. Lance Lag, it was just a pretty much stacked heat. And this being the opener, this was anybody's race in this heat. Just as the officials said the gun off, Joseph Fanbulleh was left in the blocks, and that was expected. But his closing 120-meter finish, that was the craziest we've seen in this 22 season. He hawked everyone down that fast, man. That man top end spin is one of the best. He finished with a time of 20.22, closing down on Matthew Boling, while Matthew Boling finished with a time of 20.3. You also had Randolph Ross come in third place with a 20.4. So this was a pretty much good 200-meter, and we had to move on to the 100-meter, which was the second day. Bear in mind, we were also supposed to see Florida in the 4x1, but we weren't able to see them at the Florida Relays, and they bubbled the baton stick, so he only had to run the 100-meter for that day. Coming into the 100-meter, this was also a stacked heat, as he has the fast Javante Harden right to his right side and also Tavares right to his left. So he was pretty much boxed in with people that had pretty much good starts. And this was a pretty much good race, but it had to be rerun. The timer stopped. The timer didn't work at all. It wasn't able to clock the time. And we ended up seeing the race being rerun, and we got to see Joseph Fanbulleh in full form. Being that the race got rerun, he didn't have the two people to his outside no more, to his left and right. Both North Carolina runners, they both pulled out because they obviously ran probably 100% in the first race. But Joseph Fanbulleh still came out in the second race to rerun and get a time for himself. And this was actually a real good race, as his comeback was superior, and he finished with a time of 10.22. So ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. As always, like the video, subscribe. That was a cool recap. Road to 3,000 subscribers. See you guys in the next video, and hopefully we see some fast times in this 2022 season.